Hola amigos, Will here with Club Cocal and my good friend Ronnie with the Bitcoin hardware store just above the town of Tamanique. Right behind us you see the hills of Surf City and the ocean back there nestled in the clouds. Ronnie, bienvenidos, bro.
Gracias, thanks for having me. It's un placer estar aquí. It's a pleasure being here. It's a pretty unique spot. I was just telling Pablo I've actually been here before, but didn't really know where I was. I was just scrolling through. Someone else had brought me through here. So it's nice. It's nice to see, kind of the vastness of El Salvador, because I would say that's the first thing that, or one of the many things that really drew me to El Salvador was this. These I've heard you call them fingertips. Mm-hmm. And they're definitely very, very unique, very special. So yeah, it's awesome to be here.
Yeah, we've got the sun setting here just behind us to the west. We've got the ridge line of Chilteupan. You can see the tower over there, and then it drops all the way down to El Zonte, right back there. We've got Atami right back here, all the towns of Surf City, Tunco right back there. It's magical to be up above it all and only 30 minutes away.
And the cool thing is, just here, within eyesight, we are on a paragliding landing spot, or takeoff.
The only one in the country.
Yeah, and just behind that ridgeline over there is the Tamanique waterfalls. Mm-hmm. So you can't see it, but down there is one of the most beautiful things, and that attracts so many people to this Surf City area. And then, like you said, you have the coffee. Coffee's just over
everywhere
here behind us.
Yeah.
And then you got Surf City, so you have some of the world's best surf just down the corner. So just within eyesight, there's so much to see, so much to do, so much that we can be a part of. It's pretty incredible. I've never felt so, I would say, so in touch with my community and kind of where I'm living. Mm-hmm. That was one of the things, being from Toronto, that I would say I was never really a part of. It's funny you say that, actually, and I'm gonna take my shoes off. You might not see this in the thing, but I just took my shoes off because I was just thinking about where we are. Mm-hmm. And it's a pretty special place, and it's all about the feels and the environment and the feeling that you get with nature and oneself. So yeah, it's pretty sweet. This is such a magical place to be. Can't speak enough about Tamanique. Can't speak enough about where we're at right now.
Yeah, I think that this region is the southernmost tip of the Mayan civilization. Perhaps this hilltop, so there's real magic in this region. And the fact that you can get from the beach and the crashing waves in 30 minutes.
30? It was 15, actually. Yeah.
He drives fast. He's a local, so.
Yeah, I was timing myself. I was actually trying to beat Google there. I was like, I can beat Google's timing. And I made it up here. It was sweet.
You got waterfalls, you got fruit trees, you've got cacao, you've got coffee, you've got incredible mountain views. Sunsets up here are some of the best in the world. The sunrises on the other side are also pretty spectacular. Magical lands, good friends, coming together, doing good things. We're right up here close to the site of the Eagle's Nest, and a little unofficial neighborhood where we've got some friends and friends of friends where we're doing some really fun stuff.
How could you not love this, right? And these are really cool too. Right up here, I don't know if they'll catch this, but there's these pine trees, or what look like pine trees.
Yeah.
We're in El Salvador, what most people would consider, one of the hottest places. I mean, it's definitely hotter than I ever lived in, and you have pine trees here, so it's really cool because you can get that anywhere here in the country. Even though, as I mentioned to you earlier, El Salvador is one of the densest, or the most densely populated country in America. Mm-hmm. Right? We're small geographically, but 6 million people. You can go to other countries and there's 4 million, and it's a much larger space. Yeah. And so even when we have this place, because my family's from Quezaltepeque, I spent a lot of time in San Salvador. I've never really seen this. That's why this to me is just some of the most fantastic scenery that I've ever seen in the world. It reminds me a lot of Medellin. I was just in Colombia. Mm. Yeah, it gives you that kind of vibe. Mm-hmm. And that was
edge of the earth.
Just absolutely wild. Being inside a valley, seeing the hilltops, the mountaintops, and just this vastness, right? And here we have the vastness of the ocean. We're at the tip. we're right at the tip of everything, I would say, and that speaks so much to what's happening here in El Salvador, what's happening with the movement, the people that are moving here, the resurgence of El Salvador, I would say. It's hard to put into words.
It's true, man. It's a magical thing to take part of, and just standing here on the top of the world, looking down upon mountains and ocean and sunset. I mean, it's incredible, you know. And yeah, it's great to have you up here. We've slowly started inhabiting this hilltop up here with good intentions and good people, and yeah.
You know what feels great, and it's kind of with what I was going with, is it also, like, it feels safe. It feels safe. It feels tranquilo to be up here, and it's peaceful.
Yeah.
You mentioned something the other day, which I thought was really cool. I've lived in El Zante now for 5 years, and I do have my space. But every night, and I forgot what it sounded like to not hear the waves crashing against the rocks. You hear it. It's now that it's about to rain. Rainy season's coming in. The waves are getting rougher, crashing up against the cliffs. And I used to just kind of take it for granted. Hadn't really considered what it was like to just be out in the middle of nowhere where you don't hear a thing. And so that's pretty special. Like, the only thing I hear right now is my voice, your voice, and then the band that's playing down there, which is also really cool. But in the middle of El Zante, and this is nothing taken away from El Zante, I love El Zante. You hear trucks, you hear buses, you hear honking, you hear everything.
Yeah.
Construction.
Yeah.
I don't hear a single jackhammer.
Surf City
right now.
is busy, and it's
Surf
getting
City's
busier,
bumping.
and the construction, and you know, and it's just right behind us, right there. The town of Tamanique, it has its buzz, you know, the music. You'll hear this chorus of, the good news is we're like 800 feet above town on this sort of cliff, so we get some of the noise, but it's filtered.
It's beautiful.
And
Beautiful.
Overnight, and often we'll hear this sort of chorus of roosters and chuchos, the dogs, you know, and it's this, it
Hopefully
almost turns
not too
into
many.
this symphony. No, it's actually, it's kind of nice, because it's not like they're in your backyard,
Yeah.
you know, it's.
I've been around so much in El Salvador that you hear chuchos is a problem. Sometimes, depending on the neighborhood you're in, they won't even let you sleep at night.
Oh yeah, a taco. I've stayed in some Airbnbs and places where I was like, oh my God.
And there's nothing you can do about it, right? I mean, there are things we can do about it. You know, there's a couple of things down here in El Salvador, you know, Tito's Hope and Ben on the Road. There's a lot of people trying to help, and that's one of the cool things, is that it's just probably one of my favorite things about El Salvador is all the people like yourself, people bringing projects, people bringing in perspectives from all over the world, and coming down here, seeing the beauty that I've seen, and seeing past, you know, seeing past all of the, you know, seeing past all of the media, and seeing past all of the false narratives, I would say. And so it's great to see people who are filtering through that and then making their way down here and ultimately verifying for themselves. You know, that's what Bitcoin's all about as well, is actually verifying for yourself, not just trusting what you see. And so it's beautiful to arrive at these lands, and I can just see the sun coming in right now too.
It's just dropping
fantastic.
right there. Like, wow.
It's it's great. It's great to be meeting all sorts of like-minded individuals, and people that I'm definitely learning a lot from myself as well. And so gotta appreciate everybody, what they do, what they're bringing to the table, what's happening, and just the fertile ground that we're on. I mean, it
Literally
feels great.
and figuratively.
Yeah, it feels great. I'm barefoot, so
Yeah.
it feels fantastic. I wouldn't be anywhere else in the world, so it's special.
Yeah, it's a very high concentration of very amazing, cool people descending on this small little country all at once, to build, to do amazing things, to come together, to create community and brotherhood and friendship. And we've experienced a lot of that in a very short time, right?
We were talking about that yesterday.
Yeah.
It feels like I've been here for 5 years, it's going on 6. And it feels like we just met, a couple of weeks ago, But it all just happened. Like I've known you and your brand for so long, Club Cocal, since pretty much like the very beginning. And it's just amazing how everything's come together so fast, so naturally, so synergistically. It's kind of like it was meant to be. And
Indeed.
you have the right people in place and you have wonderful things happen. So I'm very thankful to be here, thankful to have met you. And just, I'm going to keep putting in the work, proof of work, putting in the value, and getting a value for value exchange. So thanks a lot.
Amen,
Appreciate
brother. Thank you. Much love. Thanks for joining us on La Gloria, our first inaugural podcast ever.
Oh,
Right
wow.
here, right now.
Boom. Thank you, sir.
Much love, everybody.